Hey everyone, Murph here from Half Moon Mods, bringing you another little video from the shop. Tonight we're going to be doing an instructional video on the Subby coil winder. We're going to be showing you, we're going to be breaking it all down, showing you all the parts and pieces, and then how to wrap a standard single coil. So, without any further introduction, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to bring you down to the table and get some close-up shots. Alright, so here we are, the Subby. I'm just going to break it down into all its components for you, show you what each one does, give you a little description, and then we'll get into wrapping a coil. So, first thing we have is the storage compartment. This cap just comes right off, and inside we've got 3 different size rods. We've got a 3/32, a 7/64, and 1/8. Today I'm going to use the 7/64 because that's what I use to wrap 90% of my coils on, is the 7/64. We're just going to take the other 2 and put them right back inside and put the cap back on, which is one of the nice things about this. Everything is self-contained. There's no loose pieces. So next part we have is the set screw. This is what holds the rod in place. It's a nylon headed thumb screw with a stainless steel shank. Once you select the size rod you're going to use, you just put it in and tighten the set screw down on it. You don't have to take the set screw all the way out. I did that just to show you what it looked like. You'll see that there's another hole right here. This is where we're going to actually insert the wire through to hold it in place while we're wrapping the coil. We have another cap down here. This is the coil control knob. This is actually what we use to wrap the coil. So I'm going to show you how it all works. I've got a piece of 26 gauge wire here. We're going to insert it through this hole, and you can see it come out the other side here, and once it's out the other side I'm just going to bend it over, flatten it out so that it can't pull out. Next we're going to bend the wire up this way and then start the first wrap of a coil. So what we have looks like this, and you can either go, I tend to wrap my coils counterclockwise, so I always go up behind and then down. You can also go up in front and down the back. It doesn't really matter. It's all just preference. So once we have the wire in this position, this is the starting position, we're going to take the coil control knob and just place it over the shaft and lock the wire in between here and there. Now you'll notice that there's a series of grooves cut on this. There's a bunch of well, technically they're called knurls. So we're going to take the wire and we're going to bend it out and just lock it into any one of those grooves. It doesn't matter which one, and put our thumb on it to hold a little tension on the wire. And from that point we're just going to spin this however many wraps you want. That's about 6 wraps. Slide the knob off, and we've got a perfect coil right there. We'll just unbend the wire back here and slide it right off. And it's as simple as that. And that's a pretty perfect coil. No heating required. You can also do parallel coils the same way. You can even do triple parallels. I'm going to do a few more videos showing how I do those, just a little bit better instruction. So just to go back a minute, like I said, I wrap mine counterclockwise, so I put my thumb on the wire. However, if you wrap them the opposite way, clockwise, I'll do one real quick just to show you. Get another piece of wire here. So we would do everything the same. Put the wire through the hole, bend it over. This time, however, we'll bring the wire up in front of the rod and bend it over down the back, like so. Then put this on, hook this over into one of the knurls and put our finger on it instead of our thumb, and that's a 5-wrap coil, wrapped clockwise. And that's it. I think that gives you a very good basic understanding of how to wrap a coil with one of our HMM Subby coil winders. With a little bit of practice, you'll fly through them. I can do a coil in about 10 seconds. Snip them. There you go. Money coil. Check us out, www.halfmoonmods.com. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you how, with a very little amount of practice, how fast I can wrap one of these coils here. And get it all set up just like we showed you before. And done. It's pretty easy. One thing I did want to just say real quick was that when you're wrapping the coil, when this is on here and the coil control knob's on here and you're holding it with your thumb, you can squeeze, but the wire is going to pull through your thumb, so it's going to you don't want to clamp it so tight that the wire can't pull through, because that's where the wire is going to feed from this direction. It's going to feed in this way and onto the spool. So, you know, if we keep going, you'll end up with no wire down here. See? It just keeps, that's where it pulls from. Also, if you do, for some reason, want to heat your coil while it's still on here, it's safe to do so in the sense that, like I showed before, the shank on this screw is stainless steel. Obviously you don't want to hit the head of it with flame because it's just nylon, but it's safe up to about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's it. Like I said, check us out, www.halfmoonmods.com. We're also available on www.beantownvapors.com. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you again soon with another video. Next time we're going to do some parallel coils.